the Tula Pink 2025 Quilt Along hosted by me, Rachel of the Electric Bee. It is Saturday and we are celebrating the end of week number 8. Can you believe it, guys? We're 2 months in. How are your blocks going? Mine are going pretty well, and I'm really happy as how things are all going together. And this was a very, very excited week as we finished one of the sections in the book. So, I mean, we're just cruising, right? So what am I even talking about? Well, this year I'm hosting a quilt along as we are sewing our way through Tula Pink's 100 modern quilt blocks. This book has 100 6-inch finished blocks, and we are sewing 2 a week. And this week we were doing blocks number 15 and 16. And how this book is sort of divided is by sections. So the first section, is there a table of contents here? All right, so the different sections are crosses, triangles, or rectangles, triangles, stripes, squares, and then what she calls haiku. And we just finished the crosses section. So these are all the cross blocks. And block number 15 was the end of the cross blocks. And then we entered into the next section, which is block number 16, which is rectangles. I mean, look how pretty these are. Oh, I can't wait. I want to sew them all. And block number 16 was the first in the rectangle section. So a very exciting week. So let's see kind of my blocks. All right. So I'll show them you together and then we'll go side by side. So here we go. So I'm sewing 2. One with one collection for my husband, which is this one, and then one using Tula Pink scraps. So, okay, we'll start off with the cross. So again, this one is for Jeremy. I really like how this one turned out. Of course, I used my favorite fabric in this line, which is the wheat, for the crosses. I really like how this one kind of gives, like, not only like are the crosses, but there's sort of this like diagonal sort of thing going on. I really like it. I like that I used a dark background. I've kind of been laying out all my blocks and kind of seeing, you know, like what I've sort of been leaning towards. And I didn't have a ton with a dark background. So I think this really worked with the pop of the cross. And then here's Jeremy's first rectangle. Again, really fun. You know, I just picked 4 fabrics that kind of went together. This one is definitely, you know, an easy block. These little strips are pretty tiny, but I mean, honestly, luckily, you know, there's not really any seams except for this one in the middle that touch. So if they're a little off, they're a little off. It's really not a big deal. But yeah, I think Jeremy's are super fun. I will put a picture up here of all the blocks so far together. And yeah, I think his are just turning out so pretty. I really like, obviously, you know, this is using one collection, so they all kind of go together. And I think they're super, super pretty. And I can't wait to finish it for him. He definitely can't wait either. He's, you know, a little dramatic and dying about it. So yeah, all right. And then here are my Tula Pink ones. So we'll start off with the cross block. This one, I mean, has my heart. Number 1, it's using mineral as the background, which is my favorite of the true colors. And then I got to fussy cut the little fruits, and aren't they adorable? I tried to, you know, put a variety of fruits in here, and I just think they're just so cute. I think this dragon fruit is probably my favorite. But I really, really like this. I think it turned out so pretty. And then this one I also think turned out really fun. I like that I added in this like fan from Pinkerville. And then, you know, the rest are true colors. I really like that I could match one of the polka dots that she had in hers as I'm using, you know, her inspiration to make the blocks. I just think overall, you know, definitely fun blocks to add to mine. So I am going to, again, put in a picture here of all my blocks thus far. And yeah, they're looking fantastic. There's definitely some holes in my rainbow, but you know, we're only 16 blocks in, so I wouldn't expect it to look like a full rainbow yet, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So those are my blocks. How are you guys doing? How are your blocks coming along? All right, the next section is let's actually look at some people's blocks. So we'll start off with the one and only Shanna Rogers. So we'll start off with her block number 15. I mean, look how pretty that is. She, so that fabric that she used for the crosses, I believe is from Slow and Steady, or is that from, I can't remember. I think it might be from Slow and Steady, but I really like how you put the little, you know, the winter cups in the middle. I just think that's so pretty. I have some of that fabric. I've never used it. And then she used the foxes as her background. Honestly, like, I love the fact that you used kind of a super pattern to use as the background. I really like it. And then here's her block number 16. Very beautiful. Use some fun fabrics. You know, me and you both use some of the tiny dots, so that's kind of fun. We match. And yeah, I love it. It's very, very pretty. All right, and then next up we have Tracy. So she actually did 15, 16, and 17. So this is kind of a little sneak peek at block number 17. But down below is her block 15. I love that purple background. I love the pop of those crosses. Super pretty, Tracy. I like it a lot. And then on the upper left is her block number 16. Again, super pretty. I really like this fabric line that she's using. It's very, you know, soft and beautiful. And I think altogether it just looks really pretty. I love it, Tracy. And then, of course, her block number 17. That's a fun one, but we will talk about that tomorrow, Sunday. Alrighty, and then last but certainly not least is my mother's. I mean, look at her block. She did so fun. My mom's kind of been doing a lot of kind of like, you know, one color. And so I really liked how you branched out, Mom, and actually put some orange in with some blue. Really, really pretty. She also, I think that orange is actually from Tula Pink's Tiny Dots. So, I mean, I guess that's the theme of block 16 is to use some tiny dots, but really pretty. I like the floral that you use for the crosses. Good job, Mom. I can't wait to see yours all together as well. So yeah, if you want to be in our weekly wrap up, make sure you're posting your pictures to Instagram and tag at Electric Bee Quilting so that I can see your pictures, and then use the hashtag TP100block2025, and I will put them in this weekly wrap up. A lot of fun. This week was a really fun week. It was my daughter's birthday this week, and we actually have her birthday party today. So a lot of fun going on here. Time just flies, and it makes me very sentimental. But, you know, thinking about 7 years ago, I barely didn't even sew. And, you know, now here I am hosting a quilt along. Life is funny, isn't it? I don't know about you guys and, you know, when your kids have birthdays, but I feel like it just makes me, you know, very nostalgic thinking about how I have changed in the time that, you know, she's been growing. And then, you know, to think about how much she has grown in this time is just, it's just crazy. It makes me sentimental, but, you know, always fun. So yeah, very exciting week in the Danowitz household. But I hope you're having a fun time, and I will see you next week. We're doing blocks number 17 and 18. Just digging right into the rectangles. They're a little bit trickier, definitely some smaller pieces, but I think we're gonna make it through. So hope you're having a wonderful week, and I'll see you later. Bye.